Hey everyone, thank you for joining Off-Grid Rooster. My name is Mike and I'm the Rooster on this off-grid adventure of mine. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button if you like this video. I will be posting steps on how I obtain my goal, helping you out, helping your family. What worked for me might not work for you. See how that goes. First of all, let's get right into it. My first step was overcoming my fear. Can I do this? Will I be able to afford this? And affordability was one of the biggest motivations for me. I needed to clear all my debt. I needed to pay off everyone I had to pay off, and bought this used van of mine. Her name is Maria, and she is prepared for this journey. I started fixing her up. Motor is in tip-top shape. Replaced a lot of the issues that she had. New tires, you name it. She was my priority and still is, because without her, I can't get to where I'm going. It's a 1994 Ford Econoline. She's great. The only bad thing about it is gas. So maybe down the line I'll get another used car that I can run my errands and do what I need to do. The second thing that I needed to find out is savings. I had to save. So while paying off, I saved. Paying off, I saved. Took a couple of years. This plan of mine has been going on since I believe 5 years now, but I'm this close to getting there. I will be moving in June or July. My first goal was to move by the end of April, beginning of May, but that, again, things change. And don't let the failures and the changes stop you from meeting your goal. Just keep moving forward. A little bit at a time gets you a long way. It'll get you where you have to do. I've got rid of all the stuff that I don't need. I'm not keeping up with the Joneses. Like, I have to have a big house. Look, I live by myself. I'm going to be moving into a small place. I have my necessities, my bedroom, my kitchen, a bathroom, a big backyard, because I'm going to buy land. And that's why it's taken me a little longer. First was buying land. No, let's just say first was buying land or saving for the land. And I've done that. When I go in April to look at the land that I'm going to get, that's when I will start my journey. I'll take you along with me, showing you some of the lands that I get, because I'm going to be moving. Still, I'm in Texas. I'm going to be moving to the desert in Texas, which is dry, windy. They have haboobs. The weather conditions are totally different. You have monsoon. Basically, once a year, you collect all your water and use it from you're out in nowhere. That means no electricity. You provide your own electricity. You provide your own water. You provide your own food. You could go shopping, but that's going to take out from your pocket because I'm on a budget. And that's the other thing. You need to set a budget. What are you going to spend? The reason why I'm doing this, because it's cost effective. It's cost effective for me. Instead of paying 30 years for a house, I could have a whole house and land paid off in the desert. That's the cheapest. And also, what made me go to the desert was that there's no building codes, no restrictions. It's rural area, and there's people that still live there. If you look up online, see what the population is. It's a very small population. It was active in the 1800s, and they had mines out in the mountains. But let me tell you, nothing scares me. I just have to keep on moving forward. Don't let the weather, don't let isolation be your motivating factor. You could always travel. Make sure you're prepared. I have gas tanks, and I'm talking about 14-gallon, 20-gallon gas tanks that I will fill up and leave on my property. So just for emergencies, I have that. You have to build something. If you don't have an RV like the van I have, try to get either tow behind on your car. Try to get someplace, if you have people that are coming with you, build a shelter for yourself that you could live while you build your primary home. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a small cabin made out of wood, and the sun and the UV rays are ridiculous. So you have to treat the wood, do a lot of other things, insulate it, because yes, there is winter out there in the desert. When winter comes, the temperature drops, but in the same day, it goes back up. So you have to adjust. And for me, with the electricity, it'll be a wood stove. There's possibilities, endless possibilities. Just use your mind. I have a little book that I wrote everything that I needed, and I've been slowly purchasing tools. I've been slowly purchasing solar panels for my electrical water catchment systems. I've been looking at, which I will get that. That's number one. Once I get there, get water. Have containers for your water catchment system. Set it up. If you're not going to sell your house right away, use your house to come back home while you go back to build it. Once you get your base at the new location, then that's when you start with your house and then move out there, because it'll be a lot easier for you to take that step. It's a different type of living, because you're depending on yourself, you're depending on the land, you're depending on all your survival skills. Learn survival skills. Learn how to raise chicken for meat. You get a hog, you get a goat, you get food, you plant your stuff, get a little greenhouse, build a little greenhouse, be resource. The resources are exceptional. When you look on Craigslist, you could get used wood, you could get a lot of stuff and make it look good. I don't want to make it look like a little shabby shack or anything. It's going to be fine. I will go to Lowe's and buy my wood, or I will go to a lumber mill, which is cheaper, and have them rough cut wood. But it takes time. It takes a lot of planning. That's what I really want to get to. You have to think about the weather. The weather changes. If you're not prepared for the weather and you start getting disappointed that I don't think I'm going to make this, don't give up. A little bit at a time works, like I did. Make that move. Find the place that you would like. My goal is to build a small cabin so I can get out of the elements, and that way I can save my RV from wear and tear. I would live in the cabin and then start building my cob house. That's my main goal, my cob house. Hopefully there's a workshop that will be coming soon to Texas, and once I start, I will post a link to the gentleman in the YouTube channel to get it. You want to get land? Go to landmoto.com. There's a site on YouTube, Landmoto, and they show you cheap land. You might not like desert living, you might not like the areas, but it's your land. You basically for myself, I don't lose anything. If I go out there and it doesn't work out, I still have my land. I hold on my land, and it's an investment. But I will keep moving forward to make this work. So you can do this. Don't say you can't. You think about security, think about self-preservation, everything that you do by yourself. Get a dog to help you be the alarm system. Get off-grid wire service, Wi-Fi service for yourself. We live in modern times. Utilize that. But at the same time, you want to get away from the grid. And when they say off-grid, it's basically the electrical grid is the grid itself. But the way I call off-grid, I want to be self-sufficient. I want to be my little homestead. I want to provide for myself. And that's for me, that's peace. I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for calmness. The way the world is going around, think about it. Go someplace that you could relax. You do your thing. You wash your clothes by hand. There's stuff out there that you have a wash basin, you have a wringer, you dry your clothes online. I could do that. So can you. You can do that. It's easy. It's just a frame of thought. The way society is now is like make it convenient. We have this telephone, we have cell phones. That's a convenience, and this is how I get my message out to you. And I will use this convenience. Also think about how you're going to make money when you're out there. You could make things, you could sell things, you could create things, and market yourself. You'll be your own brand. And once they see that and they see how you're doing it, because I'm going to post my downfalls, my failures, my accomplishments for it. I have, what else? I have bought tools. I started buying tools. I started buying hand tools. And I still have to buy a lot more. But it's doable. Just plan it out. Put pros and cons and say, hey, this is the way I'm living now. Don't hold on to the attachment of all the little things you have, because you really don't use it. All you do is look at it. Do what you can to move out if that's what you're looking for the peace of mind, for the adventure. For me, this is an adventure. I'm a old head, so I'm 60, I'll be 65 soon. So I'm doing this. And I'm a young 65. My mind says, hey, you're 20, and then my body says otherwise. But it's possible, especially for the young folks that really want to accomplish something different than what is given to us. We take this life for granted. We take a house for granted. You pay money back to the bank. You never owned your house. You never owned your land. You don't own, if the power goes off, it's on somebody else to take care of the power. If you don't have water, it's on somebody else to provide you with water. Yes, the convenience is there with everything. Convenience store, you go to the corner and go shopping. You go to Walmart, do it. It's not where I'm going. And a lot of these places that are off-grid, they depend on themselves and what they do. So try your best in living the life you really want, because I am. And I'm going to be videotaping from beginning. Like, this is my first video. I will try to prepare and show you what I have in my van, the things that I have bought as tools, and where I'm going next. When I go on searching for my land, I will go and take you along so you can see it. So look out for my next videos. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I hope you appreciate these videos coming up. Please, again, subscribe. Thank you. You have a good day.